and the audio is horrible. It's so bad. I finally have not done one of these cliches. Dang it! Saying it out loud, it kind of sounds a little stupid, but yeah. So I decided that today I'm gonna do a video based off of short film cliches slash student short film cliches that I have done myself and what I would have done differently, if I would have done anything differently. And yeah, we're gonna be reacting to this YouTuber. His name is Standard Story Company. I've been watching a lot of film videos recently, and I've been talking about in like some of my videos that I'm really trying to rebrand my channel in a way. I'm not really sure what way that is that like fits for me. I'm still trying to like play around with some things, but I do want to start doing a lot more film content because that's what a large majority of my life has become. So yeah, I'm excited. Let's get into it.
Nothing will make your audience's eyes roll more than cliches in your short film. You see them everywhere. You see them on YouTube short films, the film festival circuit, although at the higher tier festivals, you see a lot less of the cliches. So I'm gonna go through what these cliches are. The first few I'm gonna break down just because I hate them so much. I wanna give you some alternative options that are a little more creative. And then at the end of the video, I'll throw out some rapid fire cliches. Cliche number 1, a car crash and or lots and lots of unrelenting grief.
Okay. So from the start of the video, I've already lost. And sorry if I started using my camera a lot more for these videos, so I switch between looking up here at myself and looking at y'all. So my bad if I'm looking here and not here. But we're already off to a terrible start. Let's take a look, shall we? Okay, so some context before we analyze this. So this is my short film Crossroads, which I made in 2021 through a program I did for Boston University, but it was completely online. So this was my junior year going into senior year. At this point, I knew I wanted to go to film school, and I was like, oh my god, we get to make a short film. This is perfect. I can use this to submit to colleges. That's a little bit of context. So it's called Crossroads. I wanted to do something that showed the 5 stages of grief. But in a kind of unique way that doesn't, or at least for the time, or I don't know. I thought I was kind of showing it in a unique way of literally showing, oh my god, what are the 5 stages of grief? Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. So at the time, I thought I was doing it in this super cool underground way that nobody knew, and I was like, I'm gonna do these stages of grief, but it's gonna have so much symbolism. And I made this, and in the film there is a car crash and there's a lot of grief. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so I'm gonna play with no sound, but what's funny about this, I actually really enjoy doing this tracking shot. It was a lot of fun. Shout out to my friend Rachel, who was in this. I gathered a bunch, not even a bunch, like as many people as I could, some friends. They were so like, they were like, what are you trying to do? So I was just like, guys, just pretend to just talk and do things. And she's at this party right after her brother dies, and you know, she doesn't want to be there, but she's just kind of trying to get back out there. She sees this guy wearing a hat that's similar to the hat her brother used to wear all the time, so it triggers her and her emotions. I was really proud of myself for how I shot this at the time, the cinematography. It's something that I'm still very proud of, just because I didn't really know what I didn't know what I was doing. I did, but I didn't. This actually has like 2,000 views on YouTube, which is insane. And yeah, I don't know, I'm proud of it. But yeah, so it kind of takes her back to that moment or how her brother died, which was in a car accident. So like I said, I tried to use symbolism throughout the video. So she gets like, when she's in the car, she sees an image of her brother, and then caution tape covers her mouth. Number one, insinuating that obviously her brother, or whoever this man is, that because we don't know at the time, that somebody died or something happened or whatever. And it covers her mouth because it's supposed to symbolize like denial, or just like not wanting to speak about it, or just, yeah. Saying it out loud, it kind of sounds a little stupid, but yeah. Anyway, Crossroads, it's on my YouTube channel. Let's move on. Forgot to say this, what I would do differently, honestly, I think for a lot of my things is really the cinematography for me. I was still learning. I am still kind of proud of what I did for not knowing as much or as little as I did. So I don't know, obviously maybe it wouldn't be a car crash. It is kind of an easy way out. I will agree with that. I would change little things, but not a lot, because obviously I was still learning. But I will be more hard on myself later on in this video if there are some cliches, more cliches.
Cliche number 2, this one's such a cliche, it was almost a cliche to even put it on this list, and that is introducing a character by showing them waking up.
Anybody who watches a lot of movies?
Okay. Now, I will say for this, it's not I'm trying to defend myself here. It doesn't entirely open up like that. The short film I'm talking about is 1-800-CLOSURE. I posted that, or I made that film a little bit over a year ago, and it was the longest film that I've worked on, done myself, by the way, all by myself. And this also has around 2,000 views on YouTube, which is crazy. But let's look at the beginning and you guys can decide.
Why didn't you write me? Why? It wasn't over for me. I waited for you for 7 years. And now it's too late.
I wrote you 365 letters. I wrote you every day for a year.
You wrote me?
Yes. It wasn't over. It still isn't over.
Your anniversary since Emily McCarthy has gone missing. The whole community gathered today with her family in order to remember what a bright light she was in.
Okay, I'm still very proud of this film. There are so many things, and I kind of even want to make a whole video on everything I would do differently with this film, because I probably took a month and a half to do this whole project. So it was very rushed, but I knew I wanted to do it, and I had to do it within a certain time. I did this my freshman year of college, second semester. I personally feel like my version of, if it does fit into that cliche, it's not my character waking up to an alarm. I don't know. I feel like it's not as bad. I feel like it's not terrible. But, but there are so many things throughout this film that I honestly feel like I should cover in another video of like what I would have done differently, what I would have changed, what could have stayed the same. Because I learned so much when shooting that project, and it's a film that I'm glad I made, because I can kind of use it as a concept film, because I do want to make 1-800-CLOSURE down the line into something bigger. But But yes, so let's move on to the next.
Next cliche is super insidious because it makes everybody think they're a genius. They're the next M. Night Shyamalan. And that is the entire movie took place inside a character's head. Or it was a dream.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. I had to go back and check really quickly to see if this is something I've done. And I have. And I actually still do it, but let me gotta defend myself here. I'm gonna show you guys the one that I did. Like, this was like maybe my, oh my gosh, this is so early on into what I was doing. So early on. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't even want to show this. I actually showed this at my high school talent show. I was the first person to like show a film at school for the talent show. It was a huge deal. But this is horrible. It's horrible. It's not good. But you gotta start somewhere. Before I get into why I'm still doing this, let's take a look at this, shall we? The story is about this girl that's having tea with her sister. Like, they're having a tea party and her sister is like upset, and then she's like, drink your tea. She drinks it. Water starts coming out of her mouth, which is so funny because I filmed this and I had to be in it, and then I got my stepsister to act in it too. It was a lot. Like, I obviously, I write all my stuff. But I had to film her part and then go back and do my part. So there's just like, continuity is off in a lot of these. There's one shot where I'm completely dry, and then the next shot I'm covered in water. A mess. And then basically, you find out later that her sister died like in the tub when they were young because the girl like accidentally drowned her. They were playing around, she accidentally drowned her, so she's having this like dream about her sister, and then she wakes up at the end. So literally like the last part of this, and the audio is horrible. It's so bad.
I couldn't. Please, just talk to me. I would have said something if I had known.
We're coming to you with more information about the 4-year-old girl who drowned in her bathtub last week. Police say her and her 6-year-old sister were in the tub together when their mother quickly stepped out. The 6-year-old challenged her sister to see who could hold their breath the longest underwater. Sadly, the 4-year-old was overcome by the water and drowned.
Yeah. So you find out it's all in her head. Not my proudest moment. If I could go back, I would change this whole thing. It's something that I've been so tempted to take off of my channel, but I'm a really strong advocate in, you know, really showing your progress and like your growth as a creator. So it's something I'm gonna keep up, but obviously I'm like, but yes, moral of the story, I would change so much about that project. But you know, you live, you learn, and you laugh, as I was just doing. I wouldn't have laughed 3, almost 4 years ago when I made it. But I'm glad I did it. Okay, but why I said that I'm still kind of doing that cliche, my junior thesis is coming up. I'm going into my junior year of college, and we have to do a junior thesis and a senior thesis because my school is kind of weird like that, but I kind of like it. I'm happy that I get to make a film my junior year. I made a film this year too. Go check it out. I just posted it. It's called Before My Eyes. Please check it out. No one's been watching it, and it makes me really sad because I worked really hard on it. But my junior thesis kind of like takes place in her head, but there's a lot more symbolism and things that go into it. But I'm sure that, hopefully not, but I'm sure that, you know, I'll make it and then years from now I'll go back and be like, ooh, girl. But there are a lot of restrictions with our junior thesis, and it's we can only have 7 lines of dialogue. So I don't know. It's just something where I'm like, you know, it's yeah. But I think it's gonna be really cool. So hey, hopefully this time I can do this cliche more correctly. And make it cool.
Another cliche, the briefcase full of money, or the duffel bag full of money.
Okay, I have not done that. I finally have not done one of these cliches.
Okay, we got the slice of life film with really no point or perspective. Fade in, a laundromat. A woman arrives, she puts a load of clothes in. She tries to get cigarettes down the street, but they're out. Back to the laundromat. Artistic shots of clothes swirling in the machine. Back home, it's night now. She drinks cheap red wine and looks out at the city lights below.
Honestly, I know I haven't done this because all of my shit is not, it's not a walk in the park, and it's definitely not a slice of life. I'll tell you that right now. All of my films have been super duper dark. I don't think I have made a happy film yet, which should tell you a lot about me. I've had, you know, I've tried, but it's just I always end up, because I love psychological thrillers. I love thrillers. I do not like watching horror movies, but I will make a horror film in a heartbeat. And I like romance, so I'm trying to push myself towards a romance. I ended up trying to write a romance and it turned into a dark comedy. So we're trying.
All right, those were the big ones. Let's throw out some rapid fire cliches.
Okay, let's go. Let's do it.
Overuse of drone shots. We get it. You just got a drone.
Don't have a drone.
Okay, the looking in the mirror, who am I / what have I done with my life moment.
I have done a looking in the mirror shot. Definitely have, but it wasn't like a who am I, what have I done? It was let me show you guys, hold on. Okay, so this film was called Reflections. I did this for NYFA, which is the New York Film Academy. I did a program for them. This was the second film program I did. The first film program I ever did was for NYU. This film is about, it's actually, and I would actually go back and remake this so it's a lot better, or just take the concept of it and make the story a lot stronger. But I have this fear of like looking at myself in the mirror for too long, because like it actually, like I feel like my reflection is gonna come out and like snatch me up and kill me or something. But I just have this like fear that there's like this whole other kind of like alternate universe or life going on in the mirror, like in the mirror world, I don't know. Anyway, so that's what this film was about. Now, I filmed it on my phone, which a lot of these films are filmed on my phone. I didn't get a camera up until a year ago, so 1-800-CLOSURE was the first thing I filmed on my camera. And the reason I did this, because we were assigned to do a point of view film. So it was kind of the mirror's point of view. And then, I will show you guys, hold on. So like that black was supposed to be blinking. And then I edited this poorly, like you can still see like this is my first time using Premiere for using Premiere period. Because I edit everything on iMovie. I still do. I just started using Premiere more. Because I'm like, alright, fuck, like I guess I have to. But, I use masking on Premiere and I was like I'm so determined, like I will do this. I fucked it up. Like you can see my reflection go back up like in the mirror. So I didn't do it that great, but I was very proud of it. You could see like just like that final shot itself. You know, pretty cool. I don't know, my reflection trapped in the mirror, the world that is destructing.
Somebody's driving, they're a free spirit, and they're doing that wavy hand thing in the wind out the window. Artistic tree or flower shots.
Okay. Noted.
Here's one I've never seen before, a dog or cat hating the evil character in the film. Wow.
I haven't done that, but I don't know. I love when like that happens in shows, because it's like, oh shit, like they about to find out like Shawty is not who she says she is. It's a little cliche, but also, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like, I don't know.
I'm just gonna say the word cigarettes, especially when they're being smoked by people that are clearly non-smokers.
Interesting. Okay. Haven't done that either. But maybe I will. Who knows?
Back to the crime genre, holding a gun to a character's head until they give you the answers.
Dang it! No, I haven't done that either, but hey, I mean, sometimes that's the only way to get some answers. I'll just say that.
Turning on the TV and catching that perfectly timed news broadcast that tells the character just what he or she needed to know in that moment.
Oh, okay, well, not that, but you guys saw before in 1-800-CLOSURE, there's a news broadcast of the girl missing, which is foreshadowing a event later in the film. Go watch it, by the way. Go watch it. But yeah, no.
So now you know what not to do if you're making a short film. Watch this video to learn what you should do. It's an 8-minute crash course on making your first short film.
Okay, thank you. Okay, it looks like I have no clothes on. I'm just realizing, but I very much have on. Ugh. Wow, okay, that was, okay. Wow, okay. Ow. I'll lean back so you guys can see that I'm not naked. Okay. Yeah. Gotta get better at telling some unique stories here. No, but I have so many new projects that I am working on right now, and doing a lot of research and knowing what, are considered cliche things or things that people don't necessarily want to see. Very helpful. But I do think it's so funny to go back and just see things in my films that I've made in the past, and see what, like, I would have done differently. And one of those films is definitely a lot of stuff in 1-800-CLOSURE. It's a 22-minute film. Longest film I've ever done, like I said. A lot of things I'm proud of, but there's a lot of things, because I don't really consider myself a cinematographer. I have an eye, for sure. But, it was difficult to kind of shoot it all myself and direct at the same time and do a lot. But I'm trying to get back a little bit more into cinematography, just because I feel like at the end of the day, if you're going to direct something, you gotta know what you want something to look like. You can't leave it all up to a cinematographer. You need to be able to have some uniqueness to what you're doing and have a reason for it, things like that and such and so on and so forth. But yes, so I will probably make a video about 1-800-CLOSURE, what I loved, what I didn't love, and yeah. But if you guys have any questions, or just anything you want to say to me in the comments, just say hi. I really want to interact with you guys a lot more. I feel like my channel is starting to die. But I think at this point I'm just gonna start posting stuff for myself, because it's fun to make videos and to look back and see these things. So whether my channel dies or not, I live on. So yes, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you are subscribed, make sure to click that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe and click that like button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and I will leave the films, the link for all the films, or the playlist for all my films in the description down below if you want to check out my work. But yes, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!